Alright guys, here's a continuation from yesterday. My phone, which is my camera, kept on screwing up. It's just an old phone I have. Now I'm using this camera. But anyways, here's the complete kit of the old parts I took out. Back bank, front front cam, back cam, but this is the back side with the chain. Here's the long chain. Tensioner that you see me taking out. You see me taking that out. I just took that out. You didn't see me take any of these apart, but they're pretty self-explanatory. You just pull them apart. Pull both of the gears off at the same time. And then you see me take that out, I believe. But that's everything there. The one that supported my car parts, because in those intrigue you cannot get the parts, was Rock Auto. Rock Auto came through for me. I'll give them credit to this one. They came through, no questions asked on this car. There you go. Rock Auto, all the parts that your car will ever need. So I'm putting it right there in my workhorse. But this is the DNJ timing chain kit that they get. Oh, you wonder what that is? I'll show you that later. But that's got pretty much all the parts they need. Everything you see here that's tore apart, that whole kit came in it. That whole kit comes in there for $205. You can't get this kit, and I'll repeat, you cannot buy this kit uptown or your local auto parts store. They don't longer carry it. Here's what I got done. I got the chain somewhat wrapped. That pulley set, it's not torqued, it's just set in there. That gear set, both set in there. Timing chain's in there. The grenade pin's not pulled. The tension's not tightened up. None of that's torqued. My new guide rail's in. My other guide rail's in. Just in there floppy. Was working on the back, gave it up. I had to figure out what's going on here. But the reason why I'm not recording this, because it's just so hard to try to record and put this motor together. I'm on a rush trying to get this together. But you guys can pretty much see what I've done. And I'll give you all the documentation of what you need. But like I was explaining yesterday, you need to take that plug out, that plug out, that plug out. You got to take a thermostat out to get to that plug there. So, and then if you guys are doing this, you guys know how to take this all apart. You need a Himmel balance puller, Himmel balance installation tool. The Himmel balance puller has to be specific for this vehicle. The installation tool, AutoZone carries as the universal kit. You got a lot of crap. It helps if you take your power steering pump out, power steering pulley out, to pull this out of your way, so you have a lot of room here to work. There's a lot of wires you got to take apart, lock cams in. My cams are pretty good right now, they're locked in. But show you the kit you need. It's just really, I'm in a rush trying to get this done. I mean, this car has been sitting here too long, so I'm in a rush. And that's why I want to record it, but I can't record it. But here's what AutoZone carries. The OEM tools for professionals, Himmel balance installation kit. There's your part number, 27144. It comes with everything you need. It's a universal kit. And it cost me, let's see, $45 to rent the tool, so you can pretty much buy the tool. $45. And it comes with your installation shaft, your screwing shaft, all different size. You got 12 millimeter. This is metric. 12 by 1.5, 14 by 1.5, 16 by 2.0. That's your metric size. Then here's your standard. It's 7/16 by 20, ½ inch by 20, 9/16 by 18, 5/8 by 18, 3/4 by 16. There's your roller bearing that you'll see me how I use this, but this is how you screw down your mount balance. That nut screws down on to it, and that's what presses all together. So mine's a 14 by 1.5. Yeah, I screw that into the block. Take this rod and this rod, put them together. Looks like that. Put this rod through here. Well, before you do all that, get your bearing. Get your nut. Then your bearing. And then you have one cobbled up freaking nightmare of a tool. And let me put you down so I show you. This is just cover up from yesterday. So when I get back home, that's how it looks. You screw that into that small shaft. Once the small shaft's in, you screw it in. Put the rolling bearing in. Let's see if I have my old mount balance laying around here somewhere, which I don't. So here's my new. Oh, and this also came from Rock Auto. OEM AC Dalco, brand new mount balance. That broke the last one. But once you get that all assembled, of the thread pitch you need, then you just lay it in there and you screw it down on. And it presses that freaking prick right on. What a freaking nightmare. But the special mount balance puller that you need is a really small puller. It grabs hold of here, here, and here. And it's got like a press. It's got a press point here, so it goes around over the threading of this bolt. So say this is my hip mount balance bolt here. It basically goes over the hole, so it's bigger around than the threads of the bolt, so it won't slip in. But that's what it's for, which is kind of cool. And then you grab hold of that 3-jaw puller and pull it out. A long shaft. Now the one I've used had a long shaft that goes way down in the dead center all the way to the bottom of the crank. And it pulled it out, but it broke when I fully got it out. So, but there's your tools. That's what you need to install the hip mount balance. To pull your power steering, went down a good old Harbor Freight Chinese-made junk tools, as everybody calls them, but I have no problem. Got a pulley remover and installation kit. The item number is 407490 from Harbor Freight, U.S. General Tools. Paid $20 for this kit. Darn good for the money. I am going to buy one of those tools brand new, but that's a rental, so I'm not going to buy it right now. But too much money. But it's got everything. You can't tell I've already used this kit. Yeah. This kit just got used. And they still have a bearing roller too. And nothing broke. Literally nothing broke. The only thing you have to the whole tool is scuffed it up. And people say that they're going to break. Bull honky crap. Nothing breaks. It's just you guys that wants this expensive ass tools that's still made in China. So, and to be part on that one, here's another Harbor Freight tool for you guys. Pittsburgh Pro. Nice freaking 72 tooth ratchet. And believe me, that takes some torque. Last night, I busted my hand pretty good with that ratchet. Went right up into this. Right like that. Busted freaking nut loose. So, shall get a hold of you guys later tonight. I shall be home tonight. I've got a lot of stuff. Oh, Centec was another tool from Harbor Freight. Best OBD2 tester I got for right now. So, yeah, this is pretty much just a follow-up from the car. Got a new battery, 3 bottles of antifreeze, my oil. Oh, and anybody needs some good oil to clean the motor out, get this Quaker State full synthetic. What it is, it cleans out the sludge and crap out of your motor. And you're wondering what the antifreeze I'm running? Just regular is another brand of Dextron, but it ain't Dextron coolant. So there's that. Here's a whole crap load of parts. I got my Fram oil filter. I have three things of spark plugs, $20 at Myers because they were on clearance. $6.49 a piece. So that's $20 there in plugs. And you guys are wondering what plugs I got were the XP605 auto lights. It's what was running into this car to begin with. Auto light platinums. Double platinum plugs. Right there is the part number. 605s. So I got them all replaced. So, another tool I bought from Harbor Freight. Couple more tools I got. This is just a follow-up for all this car bull crap you guys talk about. Bought 4-piece end cap oil filter wrench from Harbor Freight. Got them for $8 freaking. There's all your sizes you ever need. And I already took one out. And the reason why I need that one, this one right here, to get my oil cap off, the oil filter cap off. Another tool to add to that, locking oil wrenches, pliers. They all do what you need them to do. Then I got me a battery load tester sitting right there now. Replace some more tools from Harbor Freight. I'll get into those later. So yeah, I got that. What else did I buy? Oh, and a little die grinder from Harbor Freight. Works beautiful. I like it. Love it. And I'll show you the box of that too. Little Harbor Freight die grinder. It's an angle die grinder, 1/4 shank. Nice little tool, if I may say, for the freaking money. So that's all the tools for now. You guys are wondering what I got in this box. 3/8 torque angle wrench from Eastwood. $9.99 plus $13.49 to ship it out the door. And there's the bad boy you need to do the timing of this car. You need a 3/8 torque wrench, and if you can borrow a 1/2-inch digital angle torque wrench, get it. You'll be needing it, but I didn't grab it because I don't have any more money. Got $200 in my pocket. That's all I got left there for all these parts I just bought. Oh, can't forget my gaskets. That's your timing cover gasket. That's timing cover. And this is valve covers. $51 freaking for these valve cover gaskets. Because they're rubber. $21 for that. That's not bad. $51 for rubber gaskets. Yeah. So, I'm gonna run with these old boots for right now to get the car started. But after that, let's see what we got to go. I'm gonna be back tonight. I gotta get going now. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace, dude. Have fun. I'm gonna have fun. All night project. Now what I was saying is you wanna get your guides in first. Guides in first. There and there. Keep the hydraulic tension for the very last. And you get up here. And then you get this hydraulic tension in. And the one in the back. Then you set this whole side up. Just put the bolts on by hand. Hand tightening these bolts. Hand tighten all of your bolts. Just put them on by finger and just stop. Now set this. Now on the back, get your back gear, this one here, on first. Both of these sides. Put this gear on first, then slide your chain on the back of this gear, and then push this in. And then you hand tighten this bolt down by hand, both sides. Do the back one on that one, tighten it by hand. Now you feed your chain through the block, and there'll be black marks on the chain. Okay, your duals goes up here where your dot of your cam is at, right there. That little dot sits between these two lengths. The rest just have a single dot. That one down there is a single length black. Just make sure when you feed it, make sure that the notches are lining up in between the singles. Down there to the crank, you might have to, when you get into the crank, kick it this way, kick it going toward the floor a little bit to get your chain snapped on, and then you pull it. Once you get that all done, before you do that, once you feed your chain, get that all set up there, you kick this to the floor, line up the black chain link, then you kick it towards the front of the block. So back of the block, towards the front of the block, that tighten up this side of the chain. And then, once you set your chain on all that, make sure all the black is set up on that one. Then you push that gear on, and then you'll see it getting tight. Because I haven't pulled my grenade pins, and this all is nice and tight. There's black marks on the small chains too. So, single in the front, as you can see it right there. Single, double back there, and then that line that whole crank up. That's all set. Now all I need to do is just pull my guide pins. You save these for last. Okay. Then you just tighten this all up, and then you're good to go. Well, I can't get that. And then you torque it all down with the digital 3/8 torque wrench. And you guys are good to go. Now I saved those grenade pins. So I'll have them next time. Man, guys. Then once you're all set, you make sure your time is correct. Then pull all your pins out. There should be 3. Make sure that's working. Chain's nice and tight. If you guys need more information on how to set this, I can pretty much show it, demonstrate or explain it better. But it's pretty easy once you understand. Your number 1 ain't here. This is not number 1 no more. Number 1 is back there. That's number 1 cylinder. But you'll get the concept of how to set this timing once you play with it. But these guide pins, I'll save them. But now that's all set. I'll take the thing off. You gotta rotate this engine. I put the bolt back in because I got a air gun to zip this off, so that ain't nothing to worry about. Now you spin this 6 times over and over and over and over and over 6 times, complete revolutions. 6 complete revolutions. Make sure all time's in. Once it's in, then you're good to go. Now, here's your new gasket. I just pulled one out. Now, how to get this out? You take this, flip upside down, hold it down on the ground, take a Phillips, get it right on the edge, a flathead, Phillips, a flathead, and you just start pounding with a rubber hammer. And then it should just pop out, which I already did mine. And that's how you pop that out. Take your new seal, put a little bit of oil on the seal, and just snap it back in. Show you guys how to do that. Then you just want a thin coat of oil. You can see it, a little glossy. That's to help it. Now you take that seal, make sure you get it pretty much lined up into the hole. Take your rubber mallet. Then you get the concept. You just beat it in until you get it in. I'll catch you guys in a few minutes then. Well, once you get in, there it is. It takes a few minutes. You might have to use a flat punch. Get in, but it goes in. And you can just take your plastic insert out. Save if you want to, throw it away. And your time cover's done. And it seals fine. Now I'll catch you guys in a few minutes when I get this thing apart, the tool.